What's up, Live fans? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Crucial right back here, and today I've got an NBA Live 16 discussion video. Now, in this video, I want to talk about my little user review of NBA Live 16 from a true live head standpoint. I want to show you guys the good and bad from my point of view. Now, let's go ahead and just dig right into this. No beating around the bush. I'm not going to try and make excuses for EA. This year, coming in NBA Live 17, it's either going to be a complete hit or it's going to be a complete miss. And for EA Tiburon's hope's sake, I really hope that they hit it hard this year and they do what they need to do to get to the level that 2K is now. Now, Dynasty Mode is one of the biggest reasons why I've always played any basketball game, whether it be NBA Live or whether it be NBA 2K. Their association mode, I played the crap out of that when NBA Live was on the land for a few years. I just love that type of mode. There is just something about that mode. Something about building your team and trying to get that chip, while along the way moving those players, moving around that coaching staff, every little thing making a difference to try and get to that championship level. Now, this year with NBA Live 16, there's just too many issues with Dynasty Mode to where, to me, it's completely unplayable. It's not even the fact that they don't have roster editing. I understand why they don't have roster editing. It's something that's going to take a long time to make, considering this is a completely different engine from what they had on the last generation consoles. But roster editing does need to come into 17, yes. But there's issues in 16's Dynasty Mode that wasn't in 15, that wasn't in 14. 15s and 14s were perfect compared to this year's Dynasty Mode. Something that seems so simple, and I know it's not, but it seems simple, and it shouldn't be in the game. Things such as salaries not mattering when you're trading players. Reserves and bench players after 1 year, 2 years in free agency, wanting between $4 and $8 million just to sit on the bench, not even be a starter. Okay, things like that just makes Dynasty Mode unplayable for me this year, and that's the reason why I have barely touched NBA Live 16. Now, the presentation, NBA Live 16 graphically this year just looks phenomenal. That is my true, honest review of that. Visually, it looks astonishing. Okay, but I know we said this a couple years ago, Live looks so bad they need to get on the level of 2K. That needs to be their first step. They did that with 15. 15 looked good. 16 looks amazing. Now they need to go in. They need to go hard this year or don't come out at all. Completely honest. And I love Live. I would hate to see Live go away again. But they need to hit big this year. The way they need to do that is make at least some sort of story mode for Rising Star this year. They need to fix those issues in Dynasty and at least give us the ability to edit our players' numbers. Bare minimum, we would be happy with that compared to what we have now in Dynasty. LUT, there's not a lot of things that you can add to LUT. You still can take a couple things from Madden's Ultimate Team, but there isn't a lot that you can do with LUT. LUT looks good right now. There's still a couple of improvements, but it looks good for the moment. Honestly, though, I think that they made a big mistake adding Pro-Am this year. And not for the fact that nobody wanted Pro-Am. There was a lot of people that wanted Pro-Am. They wanted Live to have their own park-type themed mode. And Pro-Am is fun this year. I mean, it's not astonishing, but it is a good mode. But they just spent too much time working on it. And here is where I will defend EA. They do not have the money loaned to them by EA. The Tiburon Studio does not have the money loaned to them by EA that Visual Concepts gets from 2K. They do not have that kind of money that 2K has. And in that process, they don't have the staff count that 2K has. That is where I will defend EA this year. They don't have the staff that 2K has, and they don't have the money that 2K has. But otherwise, you guys need to come hard next year. Honestly, Dynasty mode was one of the big reasons why I've played live. And 2K does look appealing, yes, but I don't want to play 2K for the pure fact of the gameplay. I've never liked 2K's gameplay since after 2K11. 2K11 to me was their last good game in terms of gameplay. Association looks astonishingly appealing. If they had their gameplay in order to where it played more like NBA Live, this year's NBA Live, I would probably buy 2K. You know, they've done so much with their association mode. And I will give them props for that. They've done a lot with association mode. It is basically a NBA video game player's, dynasty dream. It is astonishing. Their My Player is astonishing. Whether EA wants to admit it or not, they have to bring in a story mode coming in to 17 for Rising Star. They have to fix a few things in Dynasty mode. LUT looks good. Pro-Am, I feel like they spent a little too much time on, but Pro-Am is good. Now, one thing that EA could do to completely overhaul NBA Live coming into this year, I'm not talking about changing the game engine. Honestly, if you guys want to boost sales this year, fix the couple issues with Dynasty mode. Give the fans what they want, which is a story with their Rising Star, not just Game Face and Pro-Am, but an actual story. It doesn't have to be as hardcore as 2K's, but there has to be something there. And last but not least, if you guys really want to boost your sales this year, at least give a HD remaster of NBA Street as an extra mode or packaged with NBA Live 17. Dropping the ball on that one. I know that's probably not going to happen. But if you guys really want to boost your sales this year, everybody's wanting NBA Street. They've wanted it since NBA Live 14 when everybody thought that you guys didn't have a chance and you wouldn't get this far. If you want to prove the haters wrong, bring back NBA Street, at least an HD remastered version for NBA Live 17. Bring us some kind of story mode and fix the issues with the gameplay and the Dynasty this year, and you guys are going to be set for NBA Live 17. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Make sure to leave a like on the video to support the channel, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you all soon.